I don't know if I want to say I like this chapter. I mean, it wasn't that bad. And I'm probably gonna get so much reviews about this, but I was seething in so much rage when I read this. Besides the fact that yes, we will not have a chapter next week, well, that would maybe have been expected. But the strange thing is, it almost feels like it only had been 2 weeks, not the three. But then again, I didn't count, so that's not important. It's important to know that there is no chapter next week, and I'm just beginning to wonder. How much more are you gonna diminish Sanji's character? I mean, for a moment I was considered not wanting to read One Piece again. And note, that was only for a moment, but that's just how much upset this chapter made me. Of the One Piece, chapter 838. Hi, for those who are watching, a late introduction, but it's me, the angry anime fan, the Despair reviewer, to bring you my anger on this chapter. First of all, we have to know also that the 5,000 man arc is finished, and we saw Shanks and Ben Beckman, and I think Rockstar, is that Rockstar? That rookie? Thought he was left the crew. And apparently it's worth noting that that the red hair pirates are at a certain island on a wedding. It's called at a wedding that takes place within the ruins of a certain island. So what does that mean? Who is gonna get married? It can't be Shanks, right? I mean, there's been some hints with Makino and him, but then again, they live half a way across the world, so it can't be him. Unless he, of course, finds another one. Now that I think about it, we haven't seen Rocky Roo uh, this entire moment here. Is he the one who's getting married? Either way, what made this chapter why did I become so upset about this chapter? Well, first of all, Cracker is not down for the count. Because the one thing that Luffy struggled with is an armor! Oh, just how much do you have to hype up a executive of a Jonko? Now we're having an argument here. Can Luffy really win against a Yonko if he's struggling against a shell of an executive? Not even that own person, because it turns out that Cracker's true form looks nothing like that guy we just saw. Now it looks way younger. And now he finally reveals his devil fruit. Bisu Bisu no Mi, the biscuit fruit. He's a biscuit human. And apparently saying that he's a biscuit minister, he has found a weird way to turn that very weird looking devil fruit into a very powerful weapon as he claps his hands and forms armors of crackers to fight for him. And as a craftsman of biscuit, he has managed to do that very good. And even his wanted poster has his armor. The reason being that he hates pain, so he hides that. And he makes the one again point. Luffy couldn't hurt Cracker's armor in neither second nor third. And even though he congratulated him for shattering his favorite armor, Cracker himself didn't even fight. How the hell can Luffy win now? That's making me so upset. You can't make Luffy this weak. He's a main character. A main character is supposed to be that powerful. And yes, I know, Yonko and all that stuff, but people have to know. Luffy swore he was going to defeat Kaido. That means Kaido is gonna be defeated! Somehow. I doubt Luffy will fight him alone, but still, Luffy cannot be allowed to lose against an executive like Big Mom. And now he's gone Gear 4th, he has already lost. Because even now he's struggling against all of this. So yeah, they continue fighting. The only good side is something we get to hear very later in the chapter, but we'll get to that momentarily. On a second note, it turns out that Nami somehow has actually begun to subjugate, or I wouldn't say tame, but has actually begun to bully the homies. This is very strange. Well, not really that strange. I don't think it's just because she defeated Brule, but apparently, since she has that Vivre card that contains Big Mom's soul, she can practically command them to do anything she wants. That's pretty funny. Oh, she says, I wouldn't care if any of you died a miserable death. Who do you think is scarier? You beat them as a Cracker or Big Mom. You beat them both. That is actually the thirst hope in this chapter, because apparently Nami has now the homies under her control, or she's talking down on them. Can that mean that the homies of the big forest cannot tell Big Mom what's going on? That may be their key. The second hope is we finally get to see Carrot again. I couldn't care less about Chopper, but Chopper, who is acting all Frankie, because call me Brother Chopper from now on. So Carrot decides to call him Bropper. Apparently, the mirror world and besides, apparently that house near that Cracker and Luffy were fighting as is apparently Brule's home. The mirror world that Brule put them in is a weird looking maze that looks very similar to, Wonderland. And according to Chopper, he believes all of these mirrors that are around them is all across the whole Cake Island, meaning they can look around the whole Cake Island and use Brule's power against her, meaning that they can now find out all information. That's the second hope, which I hope. The third, it's not really the third hope, but apparently Pedro, which we finally see again, and Brook have somehow infiltrated the body of a biscuit soldier. Apparently that biscuit soldier is not a human. Is it something that is created through Cracker's powers then? Pedro says this biscuit soldier is created through Big Mom's power, so is that a biscuit homie of some sort? Because Pedro says they are gonna patrol the city, and when it's done, it's gonna go shut down, and then they can do other thing. And here comes the third thing that may bring us something, because we see the next morning, and now this day, a Big Mom is gonna have a meeting with the Vinsmokes, some sort of customary exchange of the engagement gifts. And tomorrow the wedding will happen. So, and the thing is here, there's the next day, and the hat homie is apparently telling Big Mom everything that's going on, and he is not telling them that Cracker has whooped Luffy's ass. Why am I saying that? He is saying that hat homie is saying that there's no way that they would have gotten defeated Cracker anyway. But what I'm saying is, if a day had now passed and it's morning, is there just a slight chance something has happened to Luffy and Co? If not even Big Mom and the homies can tell. Can Nami use the homie to make them be quiet and not tell anything? Have Luffy won against Cracker? There was a little time skip, so to speak. And so the chapter ending with finally we got to see the last of the Vinsmoke family. And here it's the picture I hate. Sanji! My man Sanji is shaking! Of course, those siblings, which were indeed confirmed to be Ichiji and Niji, is indeed, they, together with Jonji, they did indeed bully him. But to see Sanji shivering in fear, or is that anger? I think it's actually both. Not only it makes me all the more feel sorry for him, it's almost like you're trying to say to us, no, Sanji can't beat those two. I know if Sanji fought them now, he would lose. Why? Because, well, Sanji is the Wolf Effect shoe toy now. But you cannot let this happen. Sanji must prove he is stronger than those two, because I cannot allow the Vinsmokes. The Vinsmokes are unforgivable. The more and more I see them, the more and more I hate them. And so that chapter concludes. By the by, Niji is called Electric Blue, and Ichiji is called Sparking Red. I wonder, this almost sounds like a Power Rangers motives: pink, green, blue, and red. So I am actually beginning to wonder, what is this epithet powers? And Yonji is only looking forward to for Sanji to meeting those two brothers. It's very obvious though they are gonna bully him. And so they have arrived. Big Mom doesn't know what happened to Luffy. We don't know what happened to Luffy. Nami has the homies under her control thanks to the Vivre card. Brook and Pedro apparently have infiltrated everything. While Chopper and Carrot are gonna go around the mirrors trying to find information, and Sanji and the Vinsmokes have all gathered. This is a combination of despair and hope. And to think that we have to end it like this, with a break, is just making me so mad. I just have a feeling something very bad has happened. But the very fact that Big Mom doesn't know what had happened, and the fact that she is actually surprised about Luffy because, well, she considered he apparently was impressed with his barking. The Hat Homie is saying that even if they even though the miracle they got here, they cannot get past anything else because it's confirmed that the tea party and the wedding will be in this very castle. So, yeah. This is the last day, according to Big Mom, for Luffy to meet Sanji. Will he? I don't know. Can you please give us hope? And why do you have to weaken Luffy? So all in all, it was my thoughts about this chapter. But that's only my thoughts. Give me your thoughts if you have any.